welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a spring tutorial. I really wanted to do a tutorial based on this lip color right here, which is one of the Kylie Lip Kits. It's the color 22, which is a nice orange lipstick. I did not think I was gonna like it, but it worked out very well with my skin tone. I think that's always my concern with liquid lipsticks. It's just I'm very pale, so I'm scared of how they're gonna look on my skin tone, but it worked out well. So I had to pair it with an orange eye look, so of course I had to use the Morphe 35O palette. This palette, I feel like not only is it a great fall palette, but it's also a great spring palette as well. So this palette has basically all warm tones, a lot of oranges, so that's what I use. It's fairly easy. I use maybe 4 eyeshadows, maybe 5, but the blending is really not that hard when it comes to this eye look. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm out of breath. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you would know I am expecting baby number 3. So I'm out of breath a lot more. I announced it on Sunday. I'm about 12 weeks. I'm going to have a video on it in a few days. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you're interested in this video, then make sure you keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to start by priming my lids. I am using 2 primers just because one is very dried out, which is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and the NYX, I'm sorry, eyeshadow base. Then I'm taking my NYX white eyeshadow base to kind of make my lid pop a little bit more, since I am going to be using a really light shadow right there. And then I'm going to be setting it with the NYX loose setting powder, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. I do like it to set my lids, but just not for my under eyes. Taking this really light orange shade, I'm going to be putting that in my upper crease as a transition shade with a Soho brush. So then taking that top orange shade, I'm going to be applying that shade with a bigger brush, a little bit lower, so that way I get a nice transition. This look is really easy. Don't be afraid to wear color. Taking the darker orange shade, which is the 3rd one, I'm just applying that directly in my crease. It's a brighter shade and a darker shade, so again, it just gives me that gradient look, and I'm applying a lot more directly in my crease and just blending that all out. Then I'm going to take this light shade and apply this to my lid and just packing it right on there, and then I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette and apply that to my inner corner. For a liner, I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the color Trooper. And to make my eyes really pop, I'm using a white eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner, well, white eyeliner. It's the NYX white eye pencil in the color Milk. It's the only thing that stays. So for my skin, I'm using this NIVEA Men's Aftershave Balm as a primer. I still don't know how I feel about it. I'm still like testing it. I want to do a worth the hype video, but yeah, I'm still testing it out. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick in the color 117. I do have a review on it. I'll leave a little card up at the top if you want to see it. Then I'm going to be spraying my beauty blender with this Miracle Oil from Elizabeth Arden to give me really a dewy, a real dewy look, I should say. Just because spring is coming and I just want my skin to look very glowy, and this definitely helps with that. For concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the lightest shade that they have, which is Fair, I believe. But this concealer is, oh my god, it's so bomb. Like, this concealer, it's so creamy, it's so light, it's so pigmented at the same time. It's amazing. I love it. If you haven't gotten it, it's worth, I believe it was $28. It was worth it. I originally bought a Makeup Forever concealer. I hated it because it was too close to my skin tone. I think I mentioned it in a video before. So I exchanged it for this one, and I do not regret it. I'm so happy I exchanged it. Then I'm just setting it with this loose setting powder by NYX, which I don't really like. I feel like it really dries me out, and it does have a tint to it, so it's not necessarily translucent. For my lower lash line, I'm taking that Real Techniques brush and the brightest orange shade and just applying that, yeah, to my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the top shade and kind of blend that out. I'm then going to dust away all this loose powder. I hate this powder. It really makes me feel like a grandma. I just hate the way that it makes my skin feel and look. Like, I love that light concealer, but I really feel like it makes my concealer just a tad darker. So I'm going in with a brown shadow from the Morphe 35O palette. There's honestly so many browns, and I'm not going to sit here and try to explain where it is on the palette because they don't have names. I'm just taking a liner brush and applying that very close to my lash line, but not my waterline. I forgot to show the palette that I was using, but I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Love this contour palette. Yes, this contour palette, it's better than the Anastasia palette. Shh. But anyway, I'm taking the color Subconscious, which is the lightest shade, and yeah, I'm just contouring with that. It's contouring with a Morphe B32 brush. I like this brush because it's angled, but I honestly don't like the way that it feels. The bristles are very hard and it's not very soft at all. Taking my Morphe M105 brush and the color Shadow Play, which is a little bit more of a bronzier color. I am using that to bronze up my face. This brush, on the other hand, from Morphe, I do like. It's a lot softer. It really depends with Morphe. It's like a hit or miss. I feel like some lines are really good, some lines suck. Like, if you go on Morphe's website, you'll see how they have different lines. Some of them I really just can't stand. But anyway, other than that, they're really good, affordable brushes. I'm just using that to bronze up my face. I did apply a lot just because I want a very warm look, and plus you kind of have to apply a lot when you're doing this for camera because it doesn't always show up as well as you would hope so I try to apply a little bit more. For blush, I'm taking the color Infatuation from Makeup Geek and a BH Cosmetics brush. I really don't even know if they sell these Makeup Geek blushes anymore. I thought she did away with them, or maybe they just went on sale, but it's a really pretty terracotta orangish brownish blush. It's really pretty. That's all I have to say about it. So then for lashes, I'm using these Vegas nail lashes. They're the ones in the purple box. They're a little bit more subtle. They're not as va-va-voom. I actually bought these for the Future concert in New York that I went to on my birthday. And yeah, someone please save the day and help me find a good lash glue, because the House of Lashes lash glue is just not doing the job anymore. Like, I don't know if it's just because mine's old, which is only a year old. I didn't think it was that old. And the Duo was just not doing it for me. I don't like Duo, how it takes forever to dry. So please, someone recommend a lash glue. Highlight, I'm using 2, maybe 3 highlights. I'm using the color Bubbly, which is the bottom shade, and I'm using the color Sunburst with a Morphe 310 brush, the brush that everybody and their mom uses to highlight. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, so I ended up going with Anastasia So Hollywood, which is a little bit more pigmented. I don't know, the formulations of both of them, they're very different. Like, I like the glow kit, but I like So Hollywood. Like, I guess it just depends on the look that you're going for. The glow kit is a little bit more subtle. Do not mind all the lash glue. I had to reapply my damn lashes because they were not sticking. I told you the eyelash glue struggle was real on this day that I did this. But anyway, I'm taking the Kylie Lip Kit in the color 22. I'm using the lip liner, which is super creamy. I have like a whole video. I have like 3 videos on these liquid lipsticks. I have one video showing you like all the different colors that she has, minus Court K because that's coming in the mail, and then I have a review on them as well, and I feel like I have one more. But yeah, sorry I'm not in frame. I do this every time I do my damn lipstick. I look down and I realize that I'm not in frame once I'm filming, so I apologize. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I feel like I really stepped outside my box with this one. Just don't be afraid of color. You can still look beautiful even with color. A little bit of orange won't hurt you. Yeah, this is just a really fun spring look. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.